quite a dramatic night on Saturday night in New York with Ryan Garcia's win over Devin Haney, which we'll come to. But I was trying to kind of piece yesterday. Obviously, a lot of people had their opinions. I thought your tweet that you put out was quite kind of respectful to both parties, you know, saying it was a good performance from Garcia, and then, you know, Haney did well to climb off the canvas 3 times. Ryan Garcia tweeted you, let's kind of just make that clear, saying, "Let's run it in London at the O2. I will fracture you spleen and then eat it." So we meant your spleen. Shout out London. So, just talk through the process of you reading that yesterday.
Oh, it's just mad, isn't it? Because you congratulate someone, you know, bearing in mind when I thought Haney was quick to jump to the gun and knock me down, even though, you know, I won almost every single round. Easy work. You know, I'm not going to kick a man when he's down. Do you know what I mean? So, you know, that's what that is on that. But then as for Garcia, it took me a little bit by surprise, but it's like all these Yanks want it. But then when it comes down to it, they don't really want it. You know, they'll talk on Twitter. Maybe it's a thing over there. I'm not too sure. But when I put a tweet out or I put something out, I mean it. No, I'm ready. I mean business. Send the contract.
Let's just kind of give people context. Obviously, this was viewed many, many times. So I'm not sure everyone did see it. Your response to this was, "Don't be another loudmouth like Javumpa Lumpa. Okay, if you really about it, let's do it next. I will smash your teeth down your neck, you wanker." Very British ending to that, wanker. But yeah, I mean, I could just picture you kind of just sitting there and probably just having a little moment with it, and then kind of just forgetting about it and getting on with your day.
Nah, not really. I would smash his teeth down his neck. That's what I would do. So, you know, he wants to talk all this talk, and I ain't about it on Twitter. I was congratulating you. Do you know what I mean? But then you want to send that back. All right, no problem. You want to send threats to me? Come, let's handle it then. No problem. Everyone wants to talk on Twitter, but when it comes down to business, nobody actually really wants it. Proven. It's not. I'm not just saying that. It's proven. You know. So if he wants it, he can get it. You know. I don't even think fracture your spleen is a thing, and he wants to eat it. I mean, no, did he? Do you know what I mean? Like, what's all that about? You know, he's just a weird kid, isn't he?
Conor, let's.
And those are the words of Conor Benn as he responds to Ryan Garcia saying he'll fracture his spleen and eat it. Conor Benn, he's more of a no-nonsense guy. I mean, the most we've ever heard Conor talk is when, you know, he was going through his stuff. But other than that, he ain't really been too much of a talker. He ain't a talker. I've met Conor Benn in Las Vegas. He didn't have really much to say about anything. He's just kind of a like, hey, let's get to the point. Let's get this work. Let's do this kind of guy. You know what I mean? He reminds me of a guy I actually went to school with. You know, he wasn't really about talking either. He was about fighting. Next thing you know, if you say something to him, it's not going to be long. He's going to be, you know, you're going to see some fists, right? But no, I mean, would I like that fight? Of course I would love to see Conor Benn and Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia is going from 140 to 147 anyway. You know what I mean? And then I think the way Conor Benn approached it, he's like, well, maybe that's the thing over there, meaning the Yanks, meaning the Americans, talk a bunch of it, but they don't want to be about it, you know? And I think, this is what I think, because you know, Ryan Garcia has called out a lot of people. He's mentioned a lot of names. He's been dropping names here and there, you know, AJ to Boots Ennis to Fondora, you know. Now he's saying, I'll do this to Conor Benn, you know. He needs to fight Conor Benn next. You know, I mean, pick your choice. Boots Ennis or Conor Benn. Because he's named both names. You can't do all that name dropping without being about contract dropping. He's like, send me the contract. So, you know, how do you respond to that? You have to respond to that in action. That's the only way you respond to that. In action. Because all the talking, I can do this, I can do that. We've heard Ryan Garcia talk more shit than a politician in the last 4 weeks and more in the build up to the fight. The fight's over. Now there's another fight that you could possibly make since you're calling out these guys. and you're going to welterweight. Bars. So I think, if anything, yeah, Ryan needs to respond with a contract. He's the cash cow. He's the quote-unquote face of boxing. The face of boxing needs to send a contract to a guy that he wants to fracture his spleen and eat it. No diddy. But you guys tell me what you think of Conor Benn stating that he would smash his teeth down his neck. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.